Hello everyone, thanks for still wanting to groove with Eddie, and thanks for coming back. I just want to talk about my very first favorite band with you guys today, and that's Los Lonely Boys. They're a Texas-based Texican rock and roll band who I first heard about in 2003-2004 with their self-debuted album. The first single that they put out was Heaven, and that's it transcended their future with the relevancy of everything that's going on with COVID, and just seeing how far is it, and just questioning, questioning with an intention of love with everything going on, and just how crazy the world is, but how distant is it from where people believe we are going to. And yeah, it does come from a place of religion and whatnot, but it's deeper than that. I believe it's more of a feeling, and just at a young age, hearing that with the self-debut album, just having those deeper topics of what Henry Garza on guitar, Jojo on bass, and Ringo on drums were going through at the time, and just they really exposed me to a lot of deeper conversation, and I really appreciate that. But then after Heaven and the self-debut came out, they came out with Diamonds. I don't have much for Diamonds, and I'm not a materialistic man, but I do have myself, and take me as I am, and I want to pour out all the love, and that hit home for me because I am really just take me as I am, and I want to learn more about you as who you are, and that's a really cool way to go about it. With that song, it does sound similar to Heaven with the harmonization. I love the harmonization of this band, and just with the three brothers, it was just down to a bond. It's completely different than a group of friends who can jam and kick it together with to create music, and it's on a deeper level, and you can feel that with other bands that have brothers into it. And the first one that comes to mind for me is the Van Halen brothers, and that band with Eddie Van Halen, the beautiful and crazy guitarist, and I believe his brother, correct me if I'm wrong, is the drummer, but now he has his son Wolf Amadeus in the band as well. So that's really cool, and you can totally tell when it's an unspoken bond and relationship, and when Los Lonely Boys come to town, I really want to support them for all that they've done in my life. So, and my first concert was actually Los Lonely Boys in 2005. So it was, just seeing how they put on a show is completely different than just listening to their CD. And them as an artist standpoint, in a show, they're more of a live setting, is just they plan on becoming more, they pour everything out on the stage with syncopated dance moves, syncopated just rhythms that each instrument all go together, and just breaking the beat down, and just changing how the music that they made, and look, we can give you more. And that's a really cool feeling. And just with the Texican rock and roll influence of blues and fusion, and just on top of that being a Mexican American, and using Spanglish in your music, and using the different languages in the poetry that they use, it's like a cherry on top for what they want to get across. And just what they want to get across in one song that really hits home for me is Forgiven, which is, in my opinion, talking about, or my interpretation of the song is talking about how, it's just feeling through the pain of when you really mess up and you feel like you can never come back from that, and just down in the rut, and you don't know, so you just yell and pour out to your God or the universe, or just to manifest it out as, you know, can I be forgiven? Can I just take this pain away? Can I have a better new day? And you know, it's a feeling that we all know, and it's when you feel it, it's a pain that's indescribable. And they, for me, Los Lonely Boys put that in a song, and it's crazy. It's not crazy, it's crazy that they could write it down and the feeling could be restructured to get the point across. And it's really cool. And with the different albums that they made and evolution of Los Lonely Boys as themselves, they put their mark on music that they liked in 1969. The album 1969 is a tribute and cover to the sounds of the 60s and people like Jimi Hendrix, and Born on the Bayou, which was Creedence Clearwater, I believe. But just different songs that is from the soul, and just make that twist. I'm just trying to describe the sound to you guys without, you know, using the music. Is, well, with another band that comes to mind with them is ZZ Top. And ZZ Top, it comes from Texas too, and when they came out, there's a great Netflix documentary about them, talking about when they came out, they couldn't fit into a certain category. When ZZ Top was, when you hear it, it brings different songs to different people, but they're just great dudes that want to make music, and you can totally tell. And it's a trio, just like Los Lonely Boys, and they're really cool. But another band that tours with Los Lonely Boys when they were touring was Ozomatli, and they're in the same category of, you know, music that you can feel their life being put into it. And Ozomatli is more samba based or more dancing music, but it has DJ sets in it and different resources for Ozomatli too, and you guys should check them out too. But I believe Los Lonely Boys is more of a solidified of that, and more of the soul of, when you hear them, you can feel what they're going through. And they put it in an acoustic setting. They use a brass line or orchestra to get that across. And man, they, even with all the discography that they made, I'm still blown away by Los Lonely Boys. And unfortunately, they did call it quits recently, and I feel like this is my thank you to Los Lonely Boys, for Henry, Jojo, and Ringo. Thank you for giving me this music to really blend with who I am and nurture me to know that there's more out there, and it's okay to question what life is about. And to Jojo's a great bass guitar player, and how he uses the bass to speak. And you know, I'm just a baby bass guitar player, but he uses a 6-string, and he can get as crazy or as simple as whatever he needs out, he can put it on the bass. And I admire that, and I hope to and strive for that every time I practice and every time I play for myself and whatnot. But Henry and Ringo are very great with their instruments, but you know, for me personally, it hit home more with Jojo. And I just want to say thank you, and you know, I should wrap it up now. So I just want to know if this is the first time you guys are hearing about this band, or just leave a comment. How does it sound to you? What stands out for you? If you don't like the music, why don't you like the music? Let's learn about each other. Let's keep it going. So thank you, Los Lonely Boys. Thank you guys for hearing me rant and just being here for me. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, morning, night, afternoon, evening. Yeah, just have a great that.